pay attention.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
I remember when rock was young.
Tonight, the guests with stars in their eyes are from Tamworth, Staffordshire, Chris Fielding, Melanie Reed from Handsworth, Birmingham, Michael Keane from Plymouth, from Greenwich, South East London, Helen Foley, and Phil Lawrence, also from London. Now, here's your host, Matthew Kelly.
Good evening and welcome to Stars in the Rise. You know, I love doing this show because music is very important to me and I've got loads of CDs and I know every title of every track off by heart and I can prove it while I'm doing the opening of this show. OK, here goes. Welcome to Stars in the Rise, where all our star guests are even better than the real thing, you two. They perform just for you, Alan Price, and Just the Way You Like It, SOS Band. While you listen to the music, Doobie Brothers, you'll realise it's only natural, Crowded House, to get funky all over, Vernon's Girls, and Dance the Music, Sly and the Family Stone. Because we take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Manfred Mann, star guests, all shiny happy people, REM, and find one king of rock and roll, Prefab Sprout. In an ideal world, the Christians, all our star guests will be in vogue, Madonna. But that's just jive talking the Bee Gees. Only our finalists can join the Rhythm Nation, Janet Jackson, and become one of Kelly's heroes, Black Grape. You're probably thinking Big Mouth Strikes Again, the Smiths. So shut up in your face, Joe Dolce, because we can't wait another minute, 5 star. So let's go Crazy Prince for our musical magical mystery tour, the one and only Beatles. Thank you. Here's star guest number 1.
My name is Helen Foley. I'm 36 years of age. I come from Greenwich, South East London. I live with my 5 kids, 2 cats and my husband Billy. The singing started when I was quite young. I used to love singing with my grandfather at the piano. Everybody would say get up and sing. It was a friend of mine, Julie, got me to do Stars in the Rise, and she said, I'm sending away to get you on this telly. She filled in the form with me. She says, just grab the tape out of my hand. She says, I'm sending that off, it's gone. I never thought I could really sing the song I'm going to do, but upstairs. I just loved that song. I thought there was a great beat to it. I'm doing this for my granddad. He thought I was brilliant, and God rest him. I'm doing it for him.
Clothes folded, ironing board away, and here for a shot at stardom is Helen Foley. Helen, how old are your children?
14, 13, 12, 11 and 8.
Right. You're the first person I've ever met who's come on Stars in the Rise for a break. It must be a madhouse, your house.
Terrible.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, but you love it, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
How did you come to be the person that you're going to be tonight?
Well, I just listened to her CDs and sung along with them. And
Just while you're doing the chores?
Yeah, I love
Really?
doing line dancing.
Line dancing?
Yeah.
Ah, line dancing is a very big clue. What is it you like about this person that you're going to be?
Just her song. The only one song I ever sung was the one that I'm
you're
doing
going to
this
do
evening.
tonight?
Yeah.
So you've only ever sung this one song?
Yeah.
Is this the only one you like?
Yeah.
Could you give us a few more clues about the person you're going to be?
Well, she's from New Jersey. Was born 1958.
Yeah.
And she's an American country singer.
Right.
Not known in the UK, but...
Well, she's known, but she's not that big here. But
Yeah.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Helen.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Mary Chapin Carpenter.
Mary Chapin Carpenter with some good old foot-stomping country. Tonight, singing live, Helen Foley is Mary Chapin Carpenter.
Saturday night and the moon is out. I wanna head on over to the French Town Shop. Just get a partner and the Cajun beat. When it lifts me up, I'm gonna pound my feet. Out in the middle of the big dance floor, when I hear that beat, I wanna beg for shoulder down to New Orleans. Never had a dipsy down the bayou stream, but I heard that music on the radio, and I swore someday I was gonna go down the highway 10. What will I be at? There's a Baton Rouge, and I won't forget to send you a card with my regrets, 'cause I'm never gonna come back home. Saturday night and the moon is out, I wanna head on over to the Twin Sound Shack. I'm a two-step partner and the Cajun beat. When it lifts me up, I'm gonna find my feet out in the middle of the big dance floor. When I hear that bill, I wanna beg for more. Wanna dance with the band from Louisiana tonight. They got an alligator stew and a crawfish pie, a gulf storm blowing in the town tonight. Living on a Delta's quiet show. They got hurricane parties every time I blow. But here up north, it's a cold, cold rain, and there ain't no cure for my blues today. Except when the paper says bows are late. It's a common in the town, baby, let's go down. It's Saturday night and the moon is out. I wanna head on over to the Twin Sound Shack. Find a two-step partner and a Cajun beat. Lifts me up, I'm gonna find my feet out in the middle of the big dance floor. When I hear that bill, I wanna beg for more. Wanna dance with the band from Louisiana tonight. When you learn to dance with your rock and roll, and you learn to swing when they don't say no, but you learn to love at the break of dawn when you hear a little Chopin gone. Saturday night and the moon is out, I wanna head on over to the Twin Sound Shack. Two-step partner and a Cajun beat. When it lifts me up, I'm gonna find my feet out in the middle of the big dance floor. When I hear that bill, I wanna beg for more. Wanna dance with the band from Louisiana tonight. I wanna dance with the band from Louisiana tonight.
Oh, do you remember what you said to me yesterday? She said, I was sitting in the dressing room and I thought, oh, I'm in a dream. Are you still in your dream?
Yeah.
Hey, your dream is true. You're fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Helen Foley as Mary Chapin Carpenter. Our next star guest is a young man who's hoping to clean up tonight, and cleaning up is something he's pretty used to.
I'm Phil Lawrence. This is London. And no, this isn't where I live. It's just one of the many houses that I clean for a living. I'm a housekeeper. I look after people's houses. I do the hoovering, the polishing, the dusting, and washing and ironing as well. I live in Wanstead in East London. I've lived there for about a year now. And before that, I lived in Essex for a few years. Everyone thinks I'm really mad, but one of my biggest ambitions is to represent the United Kingdom in the Eurovision Song Contest. The person I'm going to be tonight is a singer-songwriter. He's recently gone solo, and I've been a big fan of his ever since the early days. When I walk through the doors, I'll probably feel a big rush performing in front of so many people. Hopefully that's not the only polished performance I'll be giving.
Deadly with a duster, master of the mop, and tonight, star of the stage. Please welcome Phil Lawrence. Now, you've only had your singing voice for a very short time, haven't you?
Yeah, about 18 months.
Now, why is that?
Well, after my voice broke, I couldn't sing at all. It was just a drone, a low drone.
Hello, Joan. How did you find out that you could sing then?
Well, I was round a friend's house one day, and he has a PA set up in his kitchen.
Yeah.
And I was just sort of messing around singing through it. And he's like encouraged me from there, sort of getting me to do it.
And that's what singing's all about. It's a lot of confidence, isn't it? And finding
Yeah.
the confidence. You really admire the person that you're going to be tonight, don't you?
Yeah, he's a really talented singer-songwriter, so...
Singer-songwriter is one of the biggest clues you could have, but I'd like a few more clues if you don't mind.
Yeah, he's been compared to the likes of George Michael and Elton John.
Right.
He fronted a famous boy band.
How many hits did they have?
8 number 1 singles.
8 number ones. Yeah. He went solo, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he went solo in '96, and his first solo single went straight to #1.
And that's the one you're going to do tonight,
That's
isn't it?
right, yeah.
So tell us who you're going to be.
Well, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Gary Barlow.
Gary Barlow! A fifth will take that and huge on his own. Tonight, singing live, Phil Lawrence is Gary Barlow!
Love, it has so many beautiful faces, sharing lives and sharing days. My love, it has so many empty spaces. I'm sharing the memory now. I hope that's how it stays. Now I'm deep inside love and still breathing. She is holding my heart in her hand. I'm the closest I've been to believing this could be love forever. All throughout my life, the reasons I've demanded, but how can I reason with the reason I'm in a minute I'm needing to hold her. In an hour I'm cold, cold as stone. When she leaves it gets harder, harder to face life alone. Now my dreams are filled with times and we're together. Guess what I need from her is forever love. Oh, oh yeah. And I feel forever love.
Why are you looking like that? I cannot believe you only discovered that voice 18 months ago. It's just lovely. Are you happy?
Yeah, now.
What do you mean now it's over? Oh, I thought it was great.
It's good.
Good for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Lawrence as Gary Barlow. Now here's a man with driving ambition who knows his putting wedge from his mash and nibbly.
My name's Chris Fielding, and this is Tamworth Golf Club, scene of today's tournament between me and my dad. For two people who are complete opposites, myself and my father get on very well. We're forever having a laugh with each other, and I think if I didn't take the mick out of him, he'd think I'd fallen out with him. He's like my best mate, really. It wasn't a difficult choice picking who I'm going to be, because I've been a fan since I was sort of 10, 11 years old. In coming to apply for Stars in Their Eyes, over the years watching the series, I've picked up the phone and put it down again. But it's the ultimate for anybody who's stood in front of a mirror with a tennis racket guitar.
Well, son, I hope you put on a great performance for me tonight.
That's my dad. Taught me everything he knows.
He's well above par and out of the rough. Please welcome Chris Fielding. Chris, you did say on the film that you've been a big fan since about 10 or 11. Just how big a fan are you of the person that you're going to be tonight?
Enormous fan. Since, 10 years old, I've bought everything he's ever made. In fact, the first 2 albums I actually nicked off my elder brother.
Nice.
In fact, for the second album, his girlfriend at the time said, well, what would your brother like for his birthday? And I said, well, actually, there's this new album out, which I'm sure he'd be very keen on. So she did, and I nicked it at a later date.
Splendid. Jolly good. Why do you like this man so much?
The music's very dark, very moody, and all the songs are very anthemic.
You're not a dark and moody person yourself, though, are you?
Generally miserable, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Lovely. Give us a few more clues to the person that you're going to be.
Well, he was a pioneer of new wave music, and sort of led the way for other bands like Human League and Depeche Mode. He's made, 18 albums.
Right.
And he's still touring today, of course.
And what about the record that you're going to be singing tonight?
Well, the song I'm doing tonight was #1 in June of 1979.
Tell us who you're going to be, Chris.
Well, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Gary Newman.
Gary Newman! With that scintillating synth sound. Tonight, singing live, Chris Fielding is Gary Newman!
It's cold outside. When the rain's been up on my walls, there's a man outside. When a long coat grey hat smoking a cigarette. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now the light fades out. I don't wonder what I'm doing in a room like this. There's a knock on the door, and just for a second I thought I remembered you. Whoa, 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 whoa. So now I'm alone. Now I can think for myself about little deals and issues and things I just don't understand. Like a white light at night, or a slight touch at times. I don't think of anything to you. You know I hate to ask, but our friends electric. Only mine's broke down, and now I've no one to love. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know I hate to ask, but our friends electric.
Well done, Chris. Thanks. I love all that at the beginning. Hey, attitude or what? Are you pleased?
Yeah, very,
You should be very pleased. I'll tell you who'll be even more pleased. Gary Newman himself. That'll up his record sales. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Fielding as Gary Newman. What a fab song! Are friends electric? And if not, are batteries included? In part 2, we've got a star guest who'll be running off her own power as a soulstress from London who's had huge success in her own right and a smash hit with Terence Trent D'Arby. You've got to be good to get that. Have a think and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Stars in Their Eyes, the show that's so hot, if you stand in front of the telly, you can get a tan. So pull the curtains, whip your kit off, and splash on that Showbiz Factor 25, because we've still got 2 red-hot star guests to come. Now, did you work out who that London-born soulstress was? Big on her own and with Terence Trent D'Arby. You see, you've got to be sharp to get these clues, but if you're still in the dark, star guest number 4 will enlighten.
I'm rushing off to netball practice. I'm playing centre today. The coach will go ballistic if I'm late.
Hurry up, Melanie, you're late again.
My name is Melanie Reed. I'm 27. I was born in West Bromwich in the West Midlands and I now live in Handsworth in Birmingham. I work for Sandwell Council in the housing department as an administrative assistant. I've been playing netball now for over a year. The girls are just fantastic and the guys are great as well. My boyfriend Mike, who plays in the team, really encouraged me to go on to Stars in Their Eyes. I'm just going to be totally amazed at how they're going to get me to look like the artist I'm going to be.
From centre court to centre stage, please welcome Melanie Reed. Oh, right, now, Melanie, tell us exactly what happened when Granada rang you up to tell you that you were coming on the show.
Well, when I got the phone call, I thought, I don't rent anything from Granada.
And then when you realised it was coming on this show that it was about, what did you do?
I screamed very loud.
Great! It's good for the voice, you see.
Yes, it is, yes.
Lubricates it, warms it up for what you're about to do tonight. Now, you want your 5 minutes... Oh, there's 10 minutes there. You want 5 minutes of fame, No, it's an easy mistake. 5 minutes of fame, don't you?
I do, yes.
Why only 5 minutes?
Well, I like to go home and sit and watch Home and Away and Neighbours with a nice cup of tea.
Hey. Give us a few clues about the person that you're going to be, Melanie.
Right, she was born in London in 1969. She wrote her first single, Love Is Here, when she was 13.
What about this song you're going to sing tonight?
It was a top 20 hit in 1995.
And very influenced by 2 people?
Yep, Bob Marley and Joan Armatrading.
So tell us who you're going to be, Melanie.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Desiree.
Desiree! The soul diva from South London. Tonight, singing live, Melanie Reed is Desiree!
Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Herald what your mother said. Read the books your father's read. Trying to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, never mind going home and putting your feet up and watching Neighbours. I think you're a woman who's going to get more than 5 minutes worth of fame, aren't you?
I hope so.
You see? Talked you into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Melanie Reed as Desiree. 4 fab star guests so far, and 1 more still to come, so don't shift off that sofa till we've saddled up with volunteer worker star guest number 5.
I'm deep in the Devon countryside, in our horsey hideaway. I'm Mike, and he's Wally. He's my lean, mean racing machine. My name is Mike Keane. I'm 31, and I come from Plymouth. I spend a lot of time with my girlfriend Tanya in the country looking after her horses, and we take them out on the moors riding. When I actually received the phone call telling me that I'd made it onto the programme, I was pretty calm on the phone, but the excitement kicked in later on, and I just ran around the front room jumping up and down and screaming, I've made it, I've made it, I've made it on the show. And meeting Matthew Kelly is it's going to be great. Well, I don't think I'd get great odds against Wally there, but at least I'm Tanya's favourite in tonight's lineup, aren't I?
You bet.
I think that's quite enough horsing around. Please welcome Mike Keane. Tanya here tonight?
She is, Matthew, but the horse is out the back.
Hey!
Where'd you get that one in?
No, I'm glad Tanya's here because you want to dedicate the performance you're giving tonight
I do. I want to dedicate it to my little lady, Tanya.
And why would you want to do that?
The title of the song, it means a lot to me, and it means a lot to do with both of us really in our life together today.
So tell us a bit about your life today, because it looks idyllic.
For most days out of the week, it's idyllic when we're out with the horses.
Yeah.
We have our arguments.
I don't want to go into your private life.
You don't.
You're dragging all out. No, thank you for sharing with the group and everything. All right, then. So give us a few clues about this person.
Well, his band were given their name by the godfather of British rhythm and blues, the late, great Alexis Corner.
OK.
The song that I'm going to be doing tonight reached #2 in 1970.
Yeah.
The band modelled themselves on Cream.
Right.
And the track was used for a chewing gum commercial.
Oh, now we'll all know, you see. Tell us who you're going to be, Mike.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Paul Rodgers.
Paul Rodgers of Free! With the classic rock song from the 70s. Tonight, singing live, Mike Keane is Paul Rodgers!
There she stood in the street, smiling from my head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this now, baby? Maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now don't you wait or hesitate. Let's move before they raise the parking rate. Ow! All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Let me tell you now. Yeah. I took her home to my place, watching every move on her face. She said, look, what's your game, baby? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, slow, don't go so fast, yeah. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love, Lord above. Now you're trying to trick me in love. Ow! All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now.
Thank you. I'll tell you what, though, it's not just the voice, it's the whole thing. I mean, it's not only your life now, you brought back my life then.
I'm very glad, Matthew.
Thank you very much. That was absolutely terrific. Good man. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Keane as Paul Rodgers. There you go. Our 5-star guests have done the hard work. Now our audience have to earn their keep and pick their favourite. Not an easy task, but in just over a minute, we'll have a winner. Here's a quick reminder of all our musical runners and riders. Tonight, first, we had Mum of 5, Helen Foley as Mary Chapin Carpenter. Then, neat and tidy, Phil Lawrence as Gary Barlow.
All throughout my life, the reasons I've demanded.
Next, we went techno with golfer Chris Fielding as Gary Newman.
And just for a second I thought I remembered you.
After that, it was Brummy girl Melanie Reed as Desiree.
All I know, love will save the day.
And finally, country boy Mike Keane as Paul Rodgers.
Are you trying to put me in shame?
They've rehearsed, practiced and performed. Now all that's left to say is, audience, cast your votes now. And while we tot up our audience's votes, we can nip backstage to get some reaction from our star guests on just what it's like to appear on this famous stage.
It was absolutely marvellous. The crowd was brilliant, Matthew was brilliant, and it's just unbelievable.
It's just really great to do it. You know, I could do this for a living. Beats the old feather duster anyway.
Absolute adrenaline rush. It's like seeing 10 goals at the Villa, all at once.
Now it's all over, I feel relieved. I can go on to home and away and neighbours.
I haven't got the least bit interest at all in winning. The whole thing is coming up here, taking part in the show and being on TV, and that's it. That's enough for me. It's great.
And now the moment of truth. Will tonight be the night for Mary Chapin Carpenter, Gary Barlow, Gary Newman, Desiree, or Paul Rodgers? And the winner is Gary Barlow! So, what? What do you mean, you? It's you! I didn't win. I apply every week and I get nowhere. You've gone hysterical now, haven't you? Well, you always look slightly apologetic. I told you had a good voice, didn't I? And you see, all that in 18 months. Just think where you're going to be in 18 months from now. Not with that feather duster for a start. And in a couple of months, you'll be in the live final. How do you feel about that?
Brilliant.
Brilliant?
Brilliant.
It means you've got to do it all again.
Yeah.
Bet you can't wait, can you? Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Tonight we've had pop, soul, rock and country. All types of music and all great performances. But Phil is the cream of the crop. Now, before he hits the bubbly in celebration, we've got just enough time once again to enjoy the gorgeous sounds of Phil Lawrence singing live as Gary Barlow. Good night. Well done.
Love, it has so many beautiful faces, sharing lives and sharing days. My love, it had so many empty spaces.
If you'd like to appear on Stars in Their Eyes, please call 0990 66 55 44. And who knows, our famous doors could open for you.
Now I'm deep inside love and still breathing. She is holding my heart in her hand. I'm the closest I've been to believe